Good afternoon. The midday news. Babatunde Bolatito is my name. Ahead of his inauguration on the 29th of this month, the president-elect, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, has promised to take tough and hard decisions to reposition the country for the benefit of the citizens and workers, soliciting for the people's cooperation and support for his incoming administration in fighting poverty, ignorance, disease, disunity, and ethnic and religious hate, which he described as common enemies. The president-elect, in a statement to commemorate the 2023 Workers' Day, is coming against the backdrop of high inflation, huge foreign debt, infrastructure deficit, high youth unemployment, and insecurity confronting the country. President of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Joe Ajaero, demanded that the retirement age for civil servants should be raised to 65 years and the length of service to 40 years. On gratuity payment, the NLC president said the union leaders had on several occasions presented the issue to the government without any positive response. According to him, such a lump sum was meant to enable the retiree to finance any post-retirement endeavor of his or her choice. Comrade Ajaero said that the union had, over the years, demanded salary review, but had yet to receive the federal government's attention. Governor Ademola Adeleke has restated its resolve to prioritize the welfare of workers via prompt payment of salaries, promotion, and continued payment of half-salary arrears owed workers by past government, as well as appointment of permanent secretaries. Governor Adeleke stated this while addressing workers at the 2023 Workers' Day celebration held at the Oshobo Sports Stadium. Governor's Office correspondent Abraham Adekilekun now reports.
Addressing the gathering of workers at the Oshobo City Stadium, Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke called on the workers to forgive the past and join hands to build a better, prosperous and sustainable future, promising that his administration will continue to provide responsive leadership through transparency, fixing of bad infrastructural facilities, provision of adequate security that supports growth in all sectors. Senator Adeleke said his administration is responding swiftly to infrastructural needs of the people as an apostle of grassroots development.
Let us collectively forgive the past and join hands together to build tomorrow. Our task is to deploy the beauty of today to create prosperous future. We cannot afford to be a offset of the past. The darkness of the past is lighted all by the light of today. That is why I need this money.
The governor assured the workers that he has taken notes of all their requests, saying that government will respond to them appropriately. In their separate remarks, State Chairman of the Trade Union Congress, TUC, and the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Comrades Modupe Ola Oyedele and Adeboale Adeola, congratulated the governor on his election as governor of Osun State and appealed to him for approval of the 40% pay rise recently approved by the federal government for workers in the federal civil service. The leadership of the labor unions thanked the governor for regular payment of salaries and deductions, payment of 2 months out of the backlog salary arrears and deductions dated 2016, monetization of last promotion exercises, and provision of enabling working environment for workers. They equally used the occasion to call on the governor to address issues of understaffing, appointment of permanent secretaries, among others.
On the first cardinal point during his electoral campaign, and I want to say without missing words that he has lived up to those promises. To mention but a few, within the last few months, he's been on board. He has paid part of the homogeneous backlog of salary areas and pension areas owed by his predecessors. Promotion given by the past administration without financial effect has been cashed back.
It has been Abdurrahim Adikiliku reporting.
The Lagos State chapter of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations has advocated a conducive working environment for all Nigerian workers. The chairman of the Lagos chapter of NIPR, Mrs. Comfort Nwankwo, while speaking on the occasion of the Workers' Day 2023, noted that it is important to recognize the challenges faced by workers in these uncertain times and work towards creating a safe and conducive work environment for all. She urged public relations professionals to continue to uphold the highest standards of ethics and professionalism in the discharge of their duties, as the profession plays a critical role in shaping the reputation and perception of organizations and individuals. Nwako added that the employers in the private sectors should prioritize welfare of their employees while acknowledging the hard work and dedication of PR professionals who have remained committed to promoting the values of the profession despite the challenges in the environment. President Muhammadu Buhari's administration has trained 25,000 community policing officers in police colleges across the country. Special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina, stated this in a statement that the intervention had impacted on nearly all sectors of the national landscape. In a 90-page special write-up at the weekend, he listed the achievement of the Buhari administration in the last 8 years, adding, according to Adesina, the community policing officers were to serve as liaisons between the police and other local communities to assist in intelligence gathering. He said the administration in June 2019 signed the Nigeria Police Trust Fund Bill, establishing the Nigeria Police Trust Fund into law, noting that the idea was to mobilize financial and resources to equip the police and improve their welfare. Also, the special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina, has disclosed that it is not the responsibility of the government to create jobs for its citizens. He said on the TV program on the achievement of President Buhari in the last 8 years. Adesina noted that all that the government does is to create an enabling environment for creating jobs, while the private sector creates the jobs. Responding to the question on President Buhari's promise to create 3 million jobs annually in 2015, Adesina said President Buhari only gave percentage of joblessness in the country, adding that he wouldn't recall that he gave a specific figure of number of jobs they are creating. He, however, noted that Buhari has achieved in all sectors, including oil, gas, infrastructure, legislative matter, and security. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control said it will commence the random sampling of Indomie noodles, including seasoning, from production facilities and the markets today. NAFDAC also said the importation of Indomie noodles into Nigeria had been banned for many years and it is on prohibition list. This follows the detection of ethylene oxide, a flammable colorless gas with sweet odor said to be potentially cancer-causing in Indomie special chicken flavor noodles by health officials in Malaysia and Taiwan. Both Malaysia and Taiwan have recalled the product. And now to sports. Golden Eagles fullback Yaya Laoli has credited his man of the match award during Nigeria's first game of the 2023 Under-17 AFCON against Zambia to his teammate. Flavor Daniel's goal in second half handed Nigeria a positive start to their campaign in Algeria after seeing off Zambia 1-0 at the Mohamed Aoumali Stadium in Constantine. Despite the late penalty missed by Light AK, The goal in England managed to see off the slim advantage to move up to top of Group B after their opening match. Lawley was named man of the match after a splendid performance down the right wing for the Golden English, and he was elated with the recognition which he says will spur him to do better in the match. Now to foreign stories. Australia's health minister has announced a sweeping crackdown on vaping, accusing tobacco companies of deliberately luring in teenagers to hook the next generation of nicotine addicts. Billed at the country's largest anti-smoking reforms in a decade, Australia will ban single-use disposable vapes, halt imports of non-prescription versions, and restrict how much nicotine e-cigarettes may contain. Australia has long been at the vanguard of the attempt to stamp out smoking, and in 2012 became the first country to introduce plain packaging laws for cigarettes, a policy since copied by France, Britain, and others. The policy heavy taxes on tobacco sales mean Australia has come as some of the most expensive cigarettes in the world, but in recent years, Australia has struggled to contain the explosion, in particular recreational vaping, particularly among teenagers. Health Minister Mark Butler said the vaping has become the #1 behavioral issue in high schools and is becoming widespread in primary schools, adding that vaping sold to governments and communities around the world as a therapeutic product to help long-term smokers. And that ends the media news on OSBC TV. Please join us at 3 for the state news. Good afternoon.